What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be talking more about India, Pakistan. There has been some quite substantial updates going on over there. We cover a lot of Ukraine and Russia, and I think it's wise to cover other conflicts like this one that's happening right now. Last night I was live here on YouTube playing some video games, and the amount of people in the comments saying, hey, more stuff's happening, you should totally go check it out, was quite substantial, to say the least. And so we're going to be looking into it today, seeing what happened and seeing what the potential of escalation or de-escalation could be. Before we get started, though, few little bits of admin. For those of you who want to see live streams, I am live every Tuesday and Thursday at around 8 p.m. British Standard Time. So around that time. Sometimes it's 8:30. Last night was a little bit earlier at 7 o'clock. It really depends on my day, but I am live every Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if you want to pop over to them chats, we play all sorts of different games ranging from Kingdom Come Deliverance to Marathon to Ready or Not to military games. We play a bit of everything. And so if you want to be a part of that, get in the comments. If you've got questions about these videos and you want to talk to me about it, best place to do it is in them live streams because you get a direct response from me. With that being said, sometimes I don't like to comment on events that just happened because I look at it and I'm like, whoa, I need to kind of sit down for a minute and read about it and see what's going on, because it's so easy to put, in fact, I'll show you in a minute, it's so easy to pull up a news channel and look at something and it'd be very biased. So just be aware of that, not just for me, but for everyone. Before we get started though, if you haven't checked out the channel sponsor, check out Chug, 10% off, link down below for the best drinking vessels in the world. If you want it like an absolute legend while drinking your drink, they ship to America now. Free customization, free bag, keeps your drink cold for a long time. They're amazing. Absolutely amazing. I highly recommend them. Also, if you haven't checked out my business, Morale, which will be launching this year and hoping to get it out in America soon as well. And I really, really, really want to prioritize getting it out in India as well. For those of you who don't know, it is a healthy, energizing mushroom drink. Link down below to drink Morale. It's my passion. It's my main focus right now. And I'm so passionate about it. So if you haven't checked that out, go check it out. If you love the outdoors like I do, if you love being outside, and if you think that more people should get outside, including the next generation, check out Morale. Okay, so I want to pull up this map first and foremost, okay? This is a really good website to... If you're like me, if you're a visual person, it's a really good way to visualize what's actually going on, right? You could go and look at other stuff like the Ukraine, and you'll see, for those of you who don't know, let me refresh this website and show you what it's like when you go to Ukraine. You could really see like the conflict in Ukraine and what ground's been taken by Russia and stuff like that. It is a very, very good website for that. Now, if you go to this website, go to select region, if you can get through all these frigging ads, if you can go to select region, go to get through all the ads, because there are ads everywhere here, go to Asia and then go to India. You can pull up the events, and then on the right hand side over here it shows all the news articles and their sources. Okay, the reason I wanted to pull this up, for those of you who don't know what's happened, right? There was an attack that happened and escalations have happened to the point of India did some targeting attacks on militant bases. People don't like me using the word militant. They want me to use the T word. If I say it, it gets flagged on YouTube, so I cannot say the T word, but they are the T word, okay? But I'm going to say militants with a little asterisk there, just because YouTube will flag me if I say the dreaded T word. But that's what they are. Anyway, India targeted these 3 bases. From the looks of it, they targeted it. They were successful in their intentions. However, Pakistan was saying that they killed a couple of children in the wake of that, which I don't know how much I trust the news source from Pakistan. I am a little bit biased. I love India. I love Indian culture. I love the Indian people. I'm a little bit biased. I understand that. I don't know how much I totally trust the Pakistan news. With that being said, we have to take what they say, and we have to also acknowledge what they're saying. And so if 2 children have died during them attacks, that's absolutely devastating. Absolutely devastating. In retaliation, Pakistan sent drones to military bases in India. Now, what's important about these attacks is, depending on what news source you're looking at, will depend on what you're hearing about these attacks. So I'm going to click on these right here. All these that are highlighted in yellow are where the drone attacks happened. These are the drone attacks, okay? According to India, Pakistan drone attack missiles were shot down. And I'm not going to pronounce the names because I'm absolutely dreadful at pronouncing Indian names. For those of you who don't know, I've got a channel called Original Pagan where I read through half of the Bhagavad Gita, even though I've read through all of it myself personally now. And you should listen to me trying to pronounce some of them names because it's not very good. I butcher them, unfortunately. These are the places where the drones were sent, okay? Now, as you can see, well, let's look at it geographically with the map first, with geography, right? Obviously, here is the border between India and Pakistan. We're talking, you could put a line straight through that border there where they've attacked. Look at that. It's insane that it is literally on the border. It's nowhere else. Look, here's the rest of India. It is right here on the border, okay? So what we can say from this without even looking at any news reports is it's obvious that these drones have come from somewhere within Pakistan, okay? We can kind of talk about that as a solid. All right. What I do want to say though is one of these articles here. I can't remember which one it is. But Pakistan is denying that it was them. I gotta find the news source again. Basically, they're saying that they didn't do it. It's a shame I haven't got it up here. I should have found it. But basically, they're saying that they're not doing it. India's saying that they did do it. India retaliated by sending drones over there. Pakistan are now saying that civilians have been killed because of the Indian drones, which again, we have to take what they report and understand it. But at the same time, it's hard to really trust it. Let's go over some of these key facts. This is by Forbes. I've got different websites up like the BBC and stuff like that, which let me talk about these comments in this video of the BBC, and we'll do that in a minute. And we're talking about biases there. But let me just go over the key facts here. The Indian Defense Ministry claimed Pakistan drones and missiles were fired at a number of military targets in northern and west India, but were effectively neutralized by its air defense system. Just goes to show how advanced India's air defense is. New Delhi said it retaliated against the attacks by targeting air defense radars and systems in various locations in Pakistan. So India have already retaliated in this instance. Indian officials claim they have reliably learned that an air defense system in Lahore, spelled Lahore, I hope I've got that right, has been neutralized, a claim Pakistan officials have not yet commented on. The Pakistan military also issued a statement saying they had successfully shot down 25 Israeli-made drones launched by India since Wednesday night. The Pakistan statement denounced the drone attack, calling it cowardly and saying it was clear evidence of India's worry and panic, which I think that is a reflection. I think that's projecting quite drastically there. This is another summary. This is by Reuters, but I wanted to read this off because there's a few extra little bits here. Indian Army reports repulsing Pakistan drone attacks western border, what we just talked about. Pakistan Kashmir says 5 civilians killed in shelling by India. Whether that's true or not, we don't know. We really don't know, but it is interesting to know. Indian border regions brace for military action. Ports in India directed to increase security. And then I think this just goes to show how serious this actually is. Because I swear to God, if anything stops India from playing cricket, then it's serious. Indians love their cricket, and they've suspended it for a week, which goes to show how serious they are taking this. Now, there are other reports here by the BBC. We know how biased the BBC is, but is what it is. We're still going to read it because I think it's important to take every single bit of information and try and learn from it. This is actually the part that I wanted to talk about here, what I was looking for. India has accused Pakistan of attacking 3 of its military bases with drones and missiles. That's what we were talking about in Forbes over here, okay? A claim which has been denied by Islamabad, okay? So Pakistan's saying, no, we didn't do it. India are like, well, we shot them down, so someone's done it. And what it seems to be is a massive amount of hearsay. They did this, we did this, they did that, we did that. It seems to be a lot of that. But what seems to be the truth is we're getting a lot of images. We're getting a lot of images of things actually happening out there. Not that one, that's cricket. And so I want to just bring you back to this map here. And as someone who has a family, who loves my family dearly, I think this whole region, I would say west of, I wish I could pronounce it, but I'm not going to be able to pronounce it properly. Gurungam, Delhi, everything west of this. If you've got a family in this location, just be careful. Just, do you know what I mean? Be aware that you are relatively close to an area that could start seeing some danger. As you can see here, heavy shelling reported right here in this location here, which is a bit closer to the border than where these drone attacks were. But it's by the by, it's still quite drastic, isn't it? According to India, Pakistan drones missiles were shot down in these areas. So that's all these ones here with the yellow. I'm trying to click on the other thing, but it's not coming through. These are the ports. The ports, the areas where there is a bit more security being amped up when it comes to being denied going across between the two countries, which makes complete sense. But let's look at some of the resources here on the right. India issued directive to increase security at all ports and terminals and shipyards. Makes complete sense. That seems like a no-brainer, doesn't it? Indian military official, we are facing a complete collapse of the ceasefire agreement of the Indian-Pakistan border. I think that's also a bit of a given. These were both 5 hours ago. The Chinese embassy in Nepal has urged citizens to avoid the border areas with India. So they're talking over here. Nepal is over here. And they're talking about not going over to India, which the amount of people in the comments saying, we're fine. We're fine. I mean, look at the size of India, right? If you're somewhere down here, I wouldn't be too worried about it. Same with Pakistan. If you're somewhere over on the west side of Pakistan, I wouldn't be too worried right now, if I'm honest with you. It's all happening on the border and in Kashmir. And if you're close to that, if you're close, around this area, and you've got family in India a bit more east, maybe go visit your family for a week or two. Same in Pakistan. If you're on the border, on the east border here in Pakistan, and you've got family in the west, go and visit your family for a week or two. Just see if this dies down a little bit. Keep your family safe. I mean, at the end of the day, you can make your own decisions. But if I was living in these areas, I'd be making moves just to stay a little bit safer, in my opinion. Explosions reported. That's the one that I tried to click on earlier, but it wouldn't come up. So that's where there was explosions reported. Air defense working overtime over here, getting them drones downed. So we can see an escalation. We can see quite a drastic escalation. Now, I'm wondering if you click on Kashmir instead, it gives you a few different updates. These are the drones, but it gives you a few little extra updates over here, but nothing too much. But I'm wondering if we can go to... let's have a look here. We can't get Pakistan. Well, they're not part of Asia, Pakistan, are they? So... trying to figure out. I'm not seeing a specific button for it. That's as far as it goes, is to Afghan. Can't see anything that I can get for Pakistan to see if there's any news there. Maybe they just don't have it on this website. But like I said, you can go over here, go to the regions. I'll leave a link down below to this website. It's pretty good. It also is a pain in the ass with ads. But listen, it's escalating. We're all humans, right? At the end of the day, we don't want anyone to get hurt. We certainly don't want civilians to be killed. We need everyone to stay safe. If you're in the area with family where it's getting a bit tense, maybe go visit family for a week or two and let things die down. The chances are, I have a feeling it'll die down. I really do. I don't think it'll escalate. I don't think we're going to see nukes. I don't think we're going to go that far. I have faith in humanity to tone it down a little bit. I know a lot of people are a bit more pessimistic than I am, but I do think that it will slow down. There's a lot of people that were in my comments from India saying, look, we're just getting on with our day. You know, they were watching my YouTube videos, they're watching my live stream. So obviously it's not, you know, it's not like Eastern Ukraine. Do you know what I mean? Like they're not in trouble right now. So take each day as it is. Make sure you kiss your family. Let's hope we don't see any more escalations. This is the BBC. It's just a live update with what's going on. And it's talking, the current talk is about suspending cricket. So, I mean, that's as far as it can go. Yeah, the first drone war opens a new conflict between the two, but again, it seems like it's a bit of a slowing down. I don't trust the BBC as far as I could throw the whole unit, but still keep an eye on all news sources, because if you can get a little bit of information, even if a news source is biased, it's interesting to look at that from a perspective of the outside and not looking at it from a biased perspective. So keep an eye on it and just keep, like I said, kiss your family good night before bed every night, because not every day is given to us. And just stay safe out there, guys. I know I've got a lot of people from India watching these. I love you all. I know there's probably people from Pakistan watching this as well, and I love you guys as well. I do. Just be safe. Be sensible. Be safe. We're all just humans, and let's stop being stupid. All right? Let's raise our children with love and not hate. And we'll stop seeing stuff like this, right? But again, like I said, just be aware if you're in that area in India and Pakistan that things are escalating. We'll be covering this next week as well. We'll be keeping an eye on what's going on, hoping that it dies down. We'll also be covering some stuff that's going on in Ukraine and Russia right now as well. Other than that, we're going to end it right there. If you've got any thoughts, let me know in the comment section. Oh, I didn't show you maybe a little bit of comedy at the end there. I didn't show you. I was watching this video
next, the latest
on the BBC about these tensions rising. The comments. Pakistan didn't need additional defense systems. They have the BBC. Just now, Pakistan shot down 200 UFOs. The H in BBC stands for honesty. Oh my days. The comments are brilliant sometimes, aren't they? They really are. I thought that was a bit funny. And the whole, like, suspending the cricket. You know it's serious in India when they're starting to suspend cricket for a week. Jokes aside, please be safe. Please be safe. Be well aware if you're near any military bases in India or Pakistan, just be aware that, you know, it could escalate over the next few days. If you've got a house that's close by there, maybe go visit family or something like that, okay? Sending all my love to all them people out there, all them civilians just trying to get through their day. I love you all. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.